Coach, there were a few impactful plays in this game. The team played hard, but there were some plays that really stood out. Let's go through a few.
Sure. This first one is we're on the offensive side of the ball. It's a 2nd and 1 situation where you're kind of at control here when you're an offensive play caller. You can play action, take a shot. You can play action, take an intermediate pass. Just run a direct run or run your best run available, knowing that you have a pretty good chance of picking that up, whether you go on 4th down or 3rd and 1 here. So here we're in 2 tight end set. We got 2 tight ends over here to the offensive left, receivers opposite of one another, and you can see they're crowded at the line of scrimmage. And Daniel's doing a good job of recognizing the defense, and he chooses to go to the weak side of the formation with the running play. We do a good job of pinning this nose here with our right guard, Glow, and John comes around to get that play side backer. Really good cut by 26 as he's reading the end man on the line of scrimmage, and 55 kind of jumps inside of Evan. Evan's going to the play side peck of this player. So as soon as Saquon feels this, he puts his foot in the ground, the 3 steps again, and gets it going vertical. And I think it's a really good shot here at KG outside on the perimeter of finishing off his block on the corner to allow Saquon to gain another 8 to 10 yards.
Now, Coach, as we go to the end zone of this play,
sure,
your right guard does something that allows Saquon Barkley to get from 0 to 100 before he hits the line of scrimmage. I mean, it opens up. He gets his guy pushed back to linebacker level, and as a runner, he makes one cut, and he's at full speed here.
That's exactly right. So this is what we're looking for with Saquon. No wasted motion. Do a good job of reading this defensive end. And as we go out there to reach him with Evan, he jumps inside. Saquon feels a hole right there. And I think between Glow and Feliciano, they do a really good job of creating space for him. And the backside is just as important. As you see Bredesen go up to take this play side backer, and AT cut this defensive lineman off. Really a well-blocked, well-executed play offensively. And then again, these receivers blocking out here, I know we didn't throw a lot of passes this game, but I thought our receivers did a really good job on the perimeter of making some blocks that allowed our runners, particularly Saquon, to gain 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 extra yards.
All right, let's take a look at a defensive play here.
Sure. So here we got him in a situation 2nd and 12. As an offensive play caller, these are a lot tougher than the 2nd and 1s. So I thought Wink did a really good job of calling this defense here. They're in a pass set. They're going to have 4 open receivers. It's either going to be a 5 or 6-man protection as you have it with the back. And I'd say we're in a 4-down front. The line is sliding away from the back, so the center, the guard, and the tackle are sliding to the right. These 2 guys are going to have the tackle in the end on their side. And what we're doing is running a cross blitz here on the back. So as Jalen comes in here first, that's the first guy the back has to take. Don't ever pass one to hit one. And Tay does a great job of staying really tight off of Jalen's course, and he's free to the quarterback for a big play that gets us to 3rd and long.
So if we take a look at the end zone copy here, the quarterback, you can see he senses blitz. He knows there's a hot, but you got someone sitting right in the window there, and by the time he comes off of that to a second read, he's reading Tay Crowder.
That's exactly right. And Tay does a good job of not wasting any space or getting around this guy. He's coming straight down the pipe. I think Jalen does a good job on Herbert there of trying to swim him and get him to come with him. Good team football, selfless football. They go to block 54, and here comes 48. And you can see Big Dex doing a great job of his contain because he's lined up here in a tight shade, and now he's coming all the way around on this pressure. Tibbs is doing a good job of coming up the field to force this if he needs to come this way. Just good team defense.
All right, now this last play that we're going to look at is special teams.
Yep.
And special teams had a real impact on a very close game at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. I was proud of those guys. Certain plays, obviously, we'd like to have back, but when it counted the most, Jamie did a great job with his punt, the direction of it, the hang time of it. They're setting up a return. They have 2 guys on 1, 2 guys on 1, not rushing us backed up, trying to get in good field position to go down there and score a touchdown and then go for the 2-point. But good effort here by the gunner. And as he drops it, it's just a physical play right here to throw the vice player back into the returner. And then great hustle by Brightwell, by Cam. We got population by Ox. We got population to the ball. And what a great recovery by Gary, not trying to pick it up or scoop it, just being aware of the situation, gets into fetal position, goes ahead and picks up the ball. Really a huge play. And the thing you really appreciate about this is the hustle from the punt team, but then also the excitement and the team camaraderie on the sideline.
And that creates and continues the momentum. In a tight game, getting a play like that, you see everybody is involved from the players on the field to the sideline. But another minor detail, Coach, Gary Brightwell had the sense of awareness not to get the ball and roll out of bounds. He was able to, like you said, get in that fetal position, but he made sure that he stayed
no doubt about it,
inbounds with the ball. He secured it inbounds, and that ball was right to the sideline.
Yep, and it all starts with effort. These guys are busting their tails down the field. He'd have very well easily started slowing up. Great job of forcing at the gunner spot by Lane, and then just really smart recovery by GB. Just a big-time play for us.